Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this show. I can't call it what I usually call it because, well, first of all, it's Waterloo week, and so you'd figure we'd be messing around with Waterloo with the campaign having just recently begun, lo, those years ago, parenthetically, 217 years ago. But not only that, but 207 years ago. What am I talking about? Math is hard. 207 years ago. But it's also not a Napoleonic game. It's an incredibly hot night here in the American Middle West, a heat index in the vicinity of 120. But Wargame Culture, a Twitter feed that I follow, has put up another one of those crowdsourced campaign challenges. Red, you're first. You are first. They put up a crowdsourced campaign challenge, and I really like those. First of all, I think they're a fun idea. But secondly, I really mean this. I think it's a great way to think about gaming, and I want to participate, and I want as much as we can to participate in those things. And particularly in this instance, it creates a relatively small game. No, this is funny. Our guy Heth is doing the same thing. He's doing his own scenario, and his video on this posted 19 minutes ago. So he posted his introduction video. So we are in friendly competition with our guy Heth. That is awesome. And I think that's great because I love seeing different perspectives on games and how people play them and all the different outcomes. So this is really cool. Anyway, I said, well, what can we do? And I said, well, we've been getting into fantasy gaming a lot, and we've been playing Battlesystem, second edition, the D&D tabletop miniature war game a lot. And so I said, well, why not? And so what we would do is we would come in and play the scenario and teach the game to our new player, because Mike, OJ's dad, who is here with us, good evening.
Good evening.
Has already played, but Achilles has not. So we're going to have to learn Achilles how to play, and he has chosen to be our attackers. The attackers are undead. They are attacking. Oh, and by the way, I've decided, because I love this game so much, that all the scenarios that the Armchair Dragoons play in this campaign Carnival, which is what it's being called, will take place in the world of Minaria, Minaria, which is the world of TSR's classic Divine Right. And so we have all the fantasy races represented, all the magic, all the undead, all the orcs you could ever want. And so we've got all these really cool things from classic role-playing that we can bring together in a player and throw at each other. So yes, we have representing the undead and the forces of Flavin the Perplexed. We have Achilles. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right, so we're going to do that. But let's dive into the rules just a little bit so that Achilles can get his feet under him. In Battlesystem, it's a pretty classic system. We're going to go through the following steps. Charge declaration, which is the only way you get your nice charge bonuses. Now, I'm going to tell you something, that with the exception of your exception of your horse, you don't get anybody that charges because you're undead. You shuffle that way. But your horse certainly does. In order to charge, charging does a lot of different things. One of them is it gives you a bonus on your initiative. And initiative is a D10 roll that determines who gets to go first. Low rolls are better. We then go through what is called first movement, which is just the first player. And they do all their charge initiations and charge movements. Then they go through their non-charging movements. They then go through the magic phase, and we will have magic this time because Flavin the Perplexed is a cleric. He's a necromancer, but he uses clerical spells. We then have melee combat and missile combat. Now, one of the things that Flavin the Perplexed never has to deal with is morale. OJ does, he doesn't. He has undead. They don't care about no morale. All right. I have a QRS over here, but I think it is going to be far better to teach the game. This is actually the entire battlefield. I want the record to reflect that I did the card layout as required by the terrain setup was mandated on this grid system using drawing from a deck of cards. I did that, and this is what we got. What are the forces that we have here assembled? Attacking the forces of Flavin the Perplexed, we have 2 units of skeletal infantry. 1, 2. We have 1 unit of skeletal cavalry. We have 1 unit of ghouls. And we have 1 unit of zombies. Adding up to 800 points in the Battlesystem lexicon. Over here, Mike's forces, led by Turn the Belligerent. We have 1, 2 units of heavy orcs, 1, 2 units of goblins with spears, 1, 2 units of goblins with bows, a unit of wargs, rabid wolves, and a unit of warg riders. I'm going to throw the players off the deep end into the deep end, I should say, off the deep end. Because the first thing we've got to do is read through the scenario. The scenario is called Retire in Good Order. Side A, that's you, Mike, is covering the retreat of the main force, which is marching south off the table. Side A is being hard pressed by Side B, which has a larger number of troops. Side A will only have 45% of its available forces. Side B will get 90%. Side A will set up first. Where will they set up? They will set up in sectors 9 and 10. So make sure I get this right. Yep. And they are heading this way, off the board towards their side. Side B sets up next. Oh, I suppose I do need to run an invert then, don't I? Yes. I need to set you up here and here. And then you guys here and here. Because you've got to come off your baseline, Achilles.
Okay. So I'm setting up down here. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Victory points. Side A gets 2 victory points for every unit or character who exits the table via sectors 2, 3 in an organized fashion. If you get off this way. But you have to get off, yeah, right behind yourself. So it's here or here. But you've got to leave in an organized fashion.
All right. If
you are disorganized or scattered when you leave, you only get 1 point. If you are routed, you get 0. Achilles, you get 2 victory points for each unit which is destroyed. 2 units which leave by any other sector. And 1 victory point for all that leave routed. Once per turn, once during the battle, one of your characters may attempt to rally a routed unit. You must be within 1 light infantry move of that routed unit, which we adjudge to be 12 inches. And the routed unit must be eligible to leave the table the next turn. The unit will then be ordered to warn the main force to the south. This unit will gain 2 VP for side A, but that is not available in scenario 2, which will be coming. So, Mike, this is an opportunity for you to rally a routed unit and have them tell the forces. But if you do that, that unit is then not available to you the next time you fight.
All right.
So let's figure out who it is that stays and who it goes. Remember I told you, Mike, you only get 45%. 45% of your forces. How do we find out what you get to keep and what you don't? Well, you have to roll a 1d8. have to roll a 1d8. We're going to use that until we get down to 45%. I actually did a little math in my head, and I suddenly think it's wrong. So I'm actually going to go right over here to my friendly calculator. And Achilles, are you known for your math skills?
Simple ones.
That'd be about almost
360
5
points. So you get 360 points. So you're going to have to give up that, you're going to have to give up that many, up to that many guys over your 800. So you're going to have to give up quite a few. So roll 1d8 and I'll tell you where we start picking.
All right. And just so you know, Jim, I haven't played this rule set before.
You weren't in on this?
No, I don't think so.
I thought
You
you
guys did
were.
this couple-
Did you not play
No.
our orc game? Forgive me.
No,
I
I
thought
wasn't
you did.
home. No, I wasn't home that.
All right.
I played one, but it wasn't this rule set, was it? It was,
Dragon Rampant?
yes.
Okay.
7.
Well, it's a 7. You're going to get to pick. You got to come up with a 45% reduction. Let me tell you what you're looking at point-wise. These heavy orc fellers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is, you can choose to take them off as a unit or not. That's going to be up to you. That's what I wanted. Orcs is... Where's my orcs go?
Up here by the.
No,
table
I
edge.
needed to look it up in a rule book. There we go.
Oh. Your hand was moving, so that.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah,
No,
that was
it's
confusing.
okay. I just.
Heavy infantry, those guys are 7 points each. Now remember, you've got to give up 440 points of guys.
All right.
All right. So every one of them orcs is 7 points. So if you give up a whole unit of them, 20 of them, you're giving up 140 points.
Right. And
These
how many points do I need to get?
You got to give up 440.
440. Okay. And heavies are 7, right? Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
The goblins with spears that you see right down there,
Uh-huh.
them goblins, they are 4 points each. So this is a
Okay.
total of these units are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24. So these are a total of 96. Wow. Those suckers are 96 points for the whole thing. If you wanted to cut a unit in half, I wouldn't object.
Okay.
These goblins with bows are also 4 points.
All right.
The wargs are 3 points each. And these goblin riders are 18 points each.
$18.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me ask you this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The ghouls over here,
Yep.
they have paralysis, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let me back up here. So causes horrors -1. I don't know what those all mean.
Causes horror means it's going to be much harder to charge them.
Okay, that's fine. Irregular, only chaotic.
That means he
Stuff.
can't be in a formation.
All right, and then finally the paralysis.
Paralysis means if he hits you, he freezes, and he doesn't kill the unit. It's paralyzed for an entire turn.
Okay. Thank you. All right. And my spearmen, my goblin spears, they have a range of 1, 2, or 3, right?
The spearmen, the way that this game plays, and this is the way this works. Even though they have throwing spears, they don't have pike spears. The way this game sets up, it's only people in the front row that count. The trick is, for you, morale is better when you fight in depth.
Okay.
So only the guys fighting up front count. But every guy with a deeper rank adds to your morale bonuses. So you will have some choices to make.
And do the bowmen shoot over anybody, or are they direct?
No, they
fire?
do not.
Okay. All right.
What time of day is this scenario?
We always assume when we're fighting with orcs that unless otherwise provided that they have somehow managed to blot out the sun.
All right. I'm going to give up my heavy infantry first. So that's
140 points
280
worth.
point. Yep, 280 altogether.
Oh, you're
right?
gonna give them up. You give them all up. Okay.
Yeah.
Put them over here for a second. Just remind, those are 7 points each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 440, 280. It's a lot.
Yep. And
All right, so that was your choice. You gave. Oh, I'm sorry, I screwed that up. You gave up 1 unit of heavy orcs, so that's 1 unit of your choice. Now roll another d8.
oh, I'm sorry.
Nope, that was my bad. You kidding? You don't know this. What'd you roll?
6.
Well, that makes that easy. You give up another unit of heavy infantry. 1d8.
Right back where we started from. 4.
1 unit of missile troops.
My choice.
You only got 1. Well, technically these guys do have spears, but I'm going to say that that's bows.
Yeah. And I'm good with that.
Yeah. So these guys are. So what? I've got to keep track here. That's 280.
So bows.
Those are
yeah,
4s.
And bows are 4s. So that's
1, 2,
another
3,
80
4,
points.
5.
So that's 360.
Yep, you are at 360, rolling right along. Give me another d8.
4. Another bow.
That's your other bow.
Or another. Yep. Okay.
Does that get us there?
That would be at 440.
Yep, that's it.
440. Yep. That's it.
That's it. All right, so I'm going to take a picture so we document who it is that didn't get to come to the party. Now, these guys aren't dead. They have presumably already fled the field. All right. Now it's your time to take a trim, Achilles, by rolling a 1d8. And you only have to come down, I believe it is a mere, yeah, you only got to come down 10%. So you've only got to burn 80 points of guys. Who is it on a 1d8? Please tell me what you roll.
Okay. I assume the D8 is the red die here. Or is it all 3 of those colored
Yes.
ones?
That's correct.
3.
3.
1 unit of heavy cavalry. Oh dear.
Oh no.
How much?
Well,
is
you only
that
have to lose 80 points. They're 18 each.
So
Okay.
18
1.
times.
So
Is it at 5?
5?
Yeah, we'll call it 5.
yeah.
Well, that'd be 18 times 5 is 90. So.
Right, but I can't
Yeah.
get him down to even.
No,
so.
right. No, I'm just saying that'd be the closest.
Yep. So
Slightly
you lose
more, but
these
not.
80 points of guys.
All right.
There's not. In order to count as a rank for morale purposes, not that this matters to you, Achilles, you must have a full second rank, no gaps. That matters for you, OJ. Okay.
Right.
Now,
My guys are all dead anyway, so they have no
yeah,
morale.
they don't care about that morale. Yeah, Heth, I'm telling you, man. When I went out there to play this, I shuffled all the cards. I got nothing but grassland. I got absolutely nothing but grassland. It was very, very strange. So let's do some setup.
Hill.
Yeah, I got a hill, and it turned out to be a wooded hill. That's it.
It's called
All
a
right,
cowlick.
sorry about
isn't
that.
it?
Here we are. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. Just making sure I'm getting this right. Yes. I am, because OJ will get points for exiting. Wait now. Facing 5-6. All right, Heth, you're out there in the chat. Why isn't this blindingly easy for the orcs to turn around and just run away?
Well, they're
Because they gotta-
slower.
I mean, because the way I read it, OJ sets up here and here. You're going to set up here and here. And all he's got to do is he gets points for everybody he gets off the board. Now, in fairness, he did lose one of his fast units, but these guys are going to fly off the board. And those goblins, assuming he does what any normal human being is going to do, which is set up back here, are a grand total of, if I remember the spacing on these things, 2 turns from getting away.
That does seem kind of easy.
That strikes me as blindingly simple. Hello, Tommy.
That's why.
Hello, Doug.
That's why I almost wondered if the table we should be facing.
No, and that's
this way.
that's what I keep staring at.
You know, is that we set up here, you know, where you got a lot more distance to cover.
A sets up first in 9 and 10, facing 5 and 6. You Mike, are A, which means notionally you're setting up here and here, facing this way. Okay? Facing towards Achilles.
Oh, facing toward Achilles.
Yeah, you face towards Achilles.
Okay. Yeah. I'm here and here, facing this way, having to go this way.
Okay. So Heth is saying with his rules, it's much trickier because we get to move farther. All right. Fair enough. We do the obvious thing and require you to set up here. And that's the pretty obvious choice. So, Mike, you're going to set up here and here. And then we're going to have... Yep. Then we are going to have Achilles set up here and here. And the objectives remain the same.
I set up anywhere inside the square?
Mm-hmm. You may also set up in any number of ranks you wish.
Yeah.
Again, the way you do that... Oh, Mike, let me... and you could certainly do that. You've got the knack. That's not stupid. The one thing you do want to think about is you do have to wheel in this game, although you can about face, which actually is nice and cheap in this game. The other piece is, one of the things we have learned is you must use Hasdrubal magic when trying to do formation changes. You grab your guy, left click, haha.
So grab your guys, left click or right click?
Left click and hold.
Uh-huh.
And hit a number.
Oh, yeah.
Wham. It's a great way to change formation size.
Like that? And then left click?
Left click and hold. And
Okay.
now hit a number.
It doesn't matter what number? Oh,
Well,
No, it's
however many numbers you do, that's how many ranks you're going to get.
I see. That's pretty handy.
Isn't it? And especially if you're going to play some more Battlesystem with us over time.
Oh.
That's what we'll do.
That's nice.
All right, so OJ, I'll let you keep setting up because I believe A deploys first in 9 and 10 facing 5-6.
All right. And can we move straight backwards, or do we have to do an about face and then move?
You may move straight backwards. They're actually handy dandy. I thought there were movement stuff right on here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
No. I thought there. Oh, here it is. Yeah. There's the regular movement, but I guess not. We'll go through it. Set your fellers up. It is Has Magic. Hi, Has.
And what's really magic about it is if you do it, it helps straighten up and close up ranks, I think, too.
It
doesn't
does.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't do that with the riders. That's it right there.
That is not a lot of dudes. And also, Turn the Belligerent shows up, so he's there.
Yep, he's coming.
All right. Achilles, you see where he is. It's your turn to set up.
Okay. Well, this should be interesting.
Achilles, was your wife in a sad mood today?
I was going to say, I thought of you.
How's that?
I thought of your
BTS has
wife.
gone on hiatus.
Have they? I didn't know.
We're gonna go take a break from each other and do some solo work and.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. She will be greatly disappointed. I'm sure she has not heard that yet.
Hey, it's got an axon circumflex, Heth. You see, I specifically got a circumflex on him, see? Ooh. Thought of that last night.
Did you see Ron's message in the chat?
I did. He's got to go make his wife tea.
That's what he gets for being a former Navy cook.
Good point.
Belligerent would have been. Did you see that?
Yeah, man, I put an axon circumflex on it. That makes it totally butch.
The order of the day for the orcs is run away fast.
Oh, yeah, that is a whole lot of evil, dead things coming. I'll tell you that. Your wolves are facing the wrong way, though, Mike. Yeah, you got to face them.
Oh.
I know they don't want
I realized that was just a... I just didn't...
Yeah, I
From
know
a
you don't
distance,
want
tails
to
and
face
heads
that
look
way.
the same. Tails and heads look a lot alike. Well, you know what it is? It's that Has Magic that we were playing around with because the goblins got turned around too.
Yeah, my zombies are in a column going the wrong direction as
They're in a
well.
column of zombie march.
Has Magic didn't work as well as it promised.
What you can do is however many that is, you can just hit that number. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I think it's 9, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Now they're facing the right way. You have found the Has Magic, Achilles. Well done.
I like that. That's cool.
It's really awesome when it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're good. Like I repeat, we're gonna need like crazy when we do Battle of the Five Armies. Don't forget Flavin the Perplexed.
Oh, yes. Where did he go? He's perplexed. Oh, there we go.
All right. I'm now going to turn off the grid. Basically, OJ, you know that you got to head out this one and this one.
Yep.
That's the only problem you got is those trees. So that should be... It's a little bit of a speed bump, especially for those wargs. Let me get rid of the grid. And we're going to learn some battle system. Here we go. As we say, we start every turn with charge declarations. We don't have charge declarations the first turn. We do it every other turn thereafter. Depending on your charge declarations, every time you declare a charge, you get a -2 to your initiative roll. And that's nice. You roll a d10, subtract 2 for each charge. Whoever rolls lowest gets to pick. I.e., do they want one guy or the other guy to go first? So that's kind of nice too. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to actually resolve those charges. your boys, Achilles, except the horse. Actually, can they charge either? Yeah, that's right. None of your guys, I don't think, can charge because you don't have morale. You just kind of stumble into battle. For those people who do charge, you have to make a morale roll. That morale roll, like every other, let me get my rules up so I'm not talking like double the idiot I usually am. Come on, there we go.
Certainly simplifies things.
Yeah, for real. All you got to do is you roll 2d10 and add the results together. You must be equal to or less than your morale, and then you pass the morale check, whatever it is. There are a number of consequences of a morale check. One of the other things that so there's a whole bunch of things that cause a morale check. Not the least of which is to cause a charge. If you fail a charge, you just don't make it. You stand there. There are some others, however, that do have some nastier complications, such as becoming shaken and retreating up to 4 inches. So we'll go over that when it happens. Just easier to manage it that way. Movement. Units. All of your units, Achilles, do not have formation. They are irregular, which means they do not get to take advantage of overlaps and other things. You could, if you wanted to, put them much more of a mob. I think it's easier to manage them this way. The way the rules read, there's supposed to be a minimum of 1/2 inch between each of them. Because they are not allowed, again, to assume formation. The only exception being your skeleton cavalry. A formation is part of movement. Why do I say this? Because for OJ's purposes, if you wish to expand or contract your formation, it costs you 1 inch of movement to do this.
As a mob, do they need to even wheel?
No, they just move.
Okay.
They just
in
kind
whatever
of
direction.
Yeah, they just kind of move in their direction, and it's supposed to be, units that don't have formation are just kind of supposed, when they are irregular, they're just supposed to move. Here we go, facing in frontage for a rig. Why don't I just read it? As noted earlier in this chapter, they are not as efficient or as virtual. They pay, unfortunately, double the regular penalty. 4 inches to perform a left face or a right face, and 8 inches for an about face turn. They have to maintain at least half as many ranks as it has figures in its frontage.
Oh dear.
So yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, my formation's gonna have
You're
to
gonna have
change.
to create that into more of a cluster, I think. Its facing and frontage cannot be changed in such a way that the unit would violate this restriction. It must be reconfigured immediately upon its move if that ever changes. If it remains adjacent to an enemy unit from one turn to another, then the figures that are in contact with the enemy are not allowed to move, so they're kind of stuck there.
Okay, you said they have to have half as many ranks as they have
Frontage.
people in their front line?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
They basically got to come deep. Tommy Maguire hasn't had morale since 2004. We understand that.
You use Has Magic, it's the 4 key.
True. We actually, because of the dice rolls, avoided any concerns over missile fire, which is kind of neat.
Okay. What about fractions? Like the zombies only have 9. Well, oh wait, no, they have 18. So the
So you could certainly do 4,
Yeah. All right.
5, 6. Yeah, you do 4. And then you can put Lucy's behind.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to get any rank bonuses anyway. Yeah, they cannot charge, nor do they make morale checks or discipline checks. However, when an undead unit advances to within 4 inches of a non-undead unit, the mortal troops must check morale. If a mortal unit is in good order, it can withdraw instead of making its check. If a mortal unit advances towards an undead unit, it must make a morale check. It can't choose to withdraw if it is in good order. When it reaches a point 1 inch away from the undead, some are especially horrific. That is, for example, the case with the ghouls. So, yes, they do not make these morale checks. So, again, going through the turn order, which let me find, sequence of play, there it is. I love your art, but please stop having it intrude. You're going to make your moves. Movement is, you may, if you wish, 45-degree oblique. That is legitimate. If you wish to turn to your right or left, a full face shift, you have to turn. That costs you 2 inches if you're regular, 4 inches if you're irregular. If you want to turn all the way around, that's 4 and 8. Charging, for those who can do it, namely the goblins, should they wish to, although I can't imagine they want to at this point, they get an extra 50% move as part of their charge. It is straight ahead. It must make contact, and only the figures that make contact are in the melee. They don't conform. There's no conforming. One gigantic rule in Battlesystem that is different from, I think, every other rule set. You may not pre-measure distances between units. If you miss your charge range, too bad, so sad. Okay. Melee. Melee is actually pretty basic. It all comes down to, take a look at your tooltip. Dun, dun, dun. Wargs, for example. They have an AD of 6. Every unit in contact will roll an attack dice of 6, a d6. So if there are 3 in contact, they will need to roll 3 dice. They will be seeking to roll on this chart right here. If they roll a 1 to a 3, it's nothing. A 4 to 5 is 1. A 6 to 9 is 2. A 10 to 11 is 3. And anything above a 12 is 4. Hits. The unit that they are striking then gets to roll that many hits against its armor rating. What does that mean? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. There it is. You determine how many hits you take. You're then going to roll you're going to roll that many d10s. Whatever your armor rating is, whatever your hits are, you roll that many d10s. You then have to roll equal to or greater than your AR to negate the hit. It's just like in D&D in some ways. So for example, goblins with spears, they have an armor rating of 8. Let's say this unit took 6 hits. It's going to roll 6d10. Everything 8 or better blocks the hit.
Yeah, looks like every unit on the field is an 8 except for the zombies.
Yeah, that's about right. Everything's pretty much in the middle of the pack, to tell you the whole truth. We remove casualties at the discretion of the owning player. And both sides in melee will typically lose forces, lose troops. There are modifiers to melee combat, some of which are quite significant. I draw your attention to this table right here. Flanks matter. Flank is if any figure, anyone is against the flank of an enemy unit, it's considered a flank attack.
Well, can you flank the undead since they're not in actual formations?
That is a wonderful question, to which I don't know the answer.
It just seemed to me that if they're not in a organized formation,
Oh,
they can move off
completely
any
follows.
direction. They don't have a actual flank to hit.
Doesn't say it doesn't. If any figure in the target unit has the side of its base in contact with an enemy, it suffers the penalty. Now, they don't take morale checks, which is going to suck for the orcs. All right. If a unit fails a morale test, it starts going through a sequence that begins with shaken and ends with routed, and finishes with running straight off the table. Most units will not be destroyed; rather, they will run off the table, and they do keep running until caught. Hey, Andrew. I have to tell you how magic works, because our guy Flavin the Uncertain has
Flavin the Perplexed.
Flavin the Perplexed. He has magic. He has spells. It's actually not that complex. You'll notice that they are listed on there.
Chant and Spiritual Hammer.
Yep, he has Chant and Spiritual Hammer. There is a magic phase. Just cranking through here. Yep, that's what I thought. We have already chosen his spells. A spellcasting figure can use as many as 2 spells in a single turn, and can cast spells 1 per step at any of these times, as long as he is not in contact with an enemy. He can do it during his movement, in place of his movement, as long as he is not yet moved. He can do it during his opponent's movement step, and he can do it during missile combat. The target of the spell must be within the area of a 90-degree arc in front of him. An individual figure can change freely, his facing freely. So he can change facing to cast before he does so. Each spell is usable once per battle. Once per battle. Let's talk about his spells. I picked them special because I felt they would be appropriate to a necromancer. Chant. It affects 1 unit. You must be within 1 inch of the unit. When it is cast, its morale rating receives a +1, meaningless. But its attack die goes up 1 size. This lasts while the priest is concentrating, which means if you stay with it, it's indefinite. But if he moves, or if the unit moves, it breaks. So you get a bonus attack die, an extra up level. The second one is Spiritual Hammer, which I think suggests its name, or its name suggests what it is. It allows you to roll an attack dice 6 against any individual figure within range, 1 inch per hit of the caster. Flavin the Perplexed has 3 hits, so it has a 3-inch range. All right. We're just going to do this. It's going to be fine. I want you to ask all the questions, okay? And by the way, Mike, this is a chariot that turn is in. That's why those attack dice are the way they are. And he's got a boat ton of hits.
All right.
Just bearing that in mind. But he is not too ecstatic about these yabos. They're scaring him. They are scaring Turn the Belligerent. A picture here. Here we go. First thing we do each and every turn is we determine charges. There are no charges in the first turn, so we go to initiative. Please roll 1d10, both of you. Low die wins.
2.
Wow. That's going to be tough to beat.
8. So, OJ, do you want to go first, or do you want to defer?
No, I'll go first.
All right. Now it's movement. It is movement phase.
All right. And I get to move all my units, or
All your units.
Or we kind of, all right.
Yeah, this
and I
is
can
an
move
old
straight
school
back-
rule set. There ain't waiting around. That's a good question.
Right, and I can move straight backwards.
You can. You can. It's not. It is. But which that is only 4 inches.
Okay. But and what's an about face cost?
And a full about face is 4 inches, but then you have, if you see your goblins with spears, for example, they then would have another 2 inches to go.
Right, but then their backs to them. So
That's right. That's right.
like the goblins, and I can go off to the. Is it straight back or can you?
45 degrees always applies in this game.
Look good. Angle wise.
Let me have a look there. Perfect. Yep, no problem.
Right.
Now these wargs, they've got a movement of 18 inches. So you might, I don't know what you want to do there, but you could certainly turn them around. Now,
Right.
bear in mind, they're going to get chased by some horsies.
Right. Or they could cut through the gap here and go straight after Flavin.
They could. They could if they. Well, yeah, that's true. You wouldn't get any bonus dice, but you're also going to have to smudge yourself in there.
And you can't measure.
Yeah, by the way, no measuring, Mike.
Oh. So they're
Think
going
Fletcher
to.
Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is a Delanor kind of game.
It is.
So they did their about face, so now they still have.
They have 14 inches left.
14 inches, huh? Can they interpenetrate?
Nope.
It doesn't matter. Get right over. All right. Oh, you took the grid away.
I did.
But now he doesn't know where to leave.
Ha. It is 90%. Those cavalry are 18 points each.
Okay. What do you use?
Yeah, this
Achilles?
represents 45% of the orc army. These guys alone are actually these 5 guys are 90 points, which is a little higher than the 80 they would have owed. Believe it or not.
Okay, so it's now my move, right?
Yeah, let me take a. Sorry, I was looking up something else when I got distracted by an excellent question from Heth. Yep, your move.
All right. Let's see. These guys go 15.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. And you can angle them to get more guys into contact. Because you're going to want to. Still got to be 45. I think that's fair what you're doing right there.
Bonk.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing first.
Mm-hmm.
You came within 4 inches of these goblin spears. Mike, you have to make a morale check. That is a 2d10 You're looking. Do they cause fear? No, they don't have anything special. So you just need an 11 or less.
Nope. Failed it.
Ooh. Let me double check that I got that right, and I think I did. And I think that
I rolled a
actually is.
17.
I think that's actually a very bad thing for you. But give me 1 second. Played this just recently. And I'm so easily distracted is my clear problem. Here we are. Yes, it did fail. The unit becomes shaken and must retreat 4 inches.
Four
The
inches
one thing,
forward.
no, backwards actually. But this is what I wanted. What did you roll, Mike? A 17?
Yes.
If you roll 7 or greater than the unit's morale, it automatically routs. So you just missed that. You retreat 4 inches. How much move had you taken there, Achilles?
14.
So he's going to get away. Yeah. He's going to pull back. You're going to pull back 4 inches, Mike? Nope. You got to go back. You got to, oh, you got it. Cool. All right.
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Run away, run away. They have cooties.
They have spears.
They're skeletons on horses. That's enough.
All right.
Okay, so continue. All right.
Flavin will move.
Flavin will move. Oops. Okay. Yeah, let's see. The ghouls go 9.
Hethwil declares, good orc move, leave the gobos to die.
These guys go only 6. Okay.
Great shuffling bastards.
Okay. I believe that is all of them.
Just so. All right, we have no missile fire. We have no melee. Let me do one thing here. Yep. This is what I wanted. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. I was what I was doing here is I was taking a look to see That's what I wanted. Cool. All right, so now we're at the top of the next turn. There are no charges. Well, Mike, do you want to charge anybody?
All these guys are facing the wrong direction.
These guys aren't,
No.
and
No,
these
aren't.
guys can't because they're shaken. Did you move these guys backwards, Mike? You just
Yeah, I
stepped them
did 4
backwards, right?
inches. Yes. Yes,
Yes,
I
I
did.
thought he just had them.
Both sets of goblins just stepped backwards.
Yeah,
To answer your question, no, they're not going to charge.
Okay. As that is the case, we need
Yeah.
one. We need 1d10. Low die has the advantage.
Yeah, Achilles, I didn't want to turn my goblins because I knew that they weren't going to get 2.
Man, this guy and his dice. Oh!
Nope, Achilles
How
won.
about that one?
I imagine you'd like to go first, Achilles.
I would.
All right. Go for it.
All right.
Oh, that's going to be nasty.
Oh, do I need to declare a charge?
No, you
Thing?
can't charge. You don't
Oh, I
charge.
can't charge.
Charge only
that's
gives you a benefit in terms of melee. You don't get that benefit, but you don't have to call it.
Oh, okay. Well, that simplifies things.
It does.
Now, that causing horde, does that mean I have to take a morale check again?
You already had somebody within 4 inches.
Okay.
I think they're in contact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Okay.
Here comes Flavin.
Riding up at high speed.
You'd think I'd give the guy a horse.
He runs really fast.
He does. He's booking. He's a nice figure, I want to say. Whoever did that one did a good job.
Okay. Does he need to make a check for his?
Yes,
for
he
this one?
does. Thank you for that. 2d10, Mike. You need to roll an 11 or less. Ooh, a 12 or less. Or a 10 or less, sorry. Oh, just fails.
11.
It would have worked, but these guys cause horror, so they're at a -1. So that's 4 inches, and you're shaking. Oh, saucy. He has to check. Turn the belligerent. How do you... Now, he's got a strong morale. Do the skeletons cause horror? They do. He needs a 13. Yeah, he's going to fight this out. He turns around, by the way.
Okay, I think that's everybody.
All right, Mike, you're up. You're moved. Obviously, your guys that are in... I should say... It's not obvious. Your guys that are in combat are stuck.
All right.
These guys can go, obviously. These guys have a choice. They can try to unshake or they can move. They cannot do both.
All right. Does that hill slow them down some?
Yes, it does. That is a wooded hill, according to the rules. Ergo, that count. That is light woods with a hill. It all adds up. Yeah, it's cost you 2 inches per inch of ascent just to climb up there, and it also costs 2 inches for the woods. So it's basically it's 2 inches. What's your total move?
18.
18 inches. Get to the thing. There, stop. So that leaves you with 15. It's going to cost you 2 to get up the hill. So that's going to, when you climb the hill, it's going to cost you down to 13. And then every inch through the trees is 2 inches. So you got 13 when you hit the trees.
All right, so we're at 13 right now.
Yep.
You said for every 2 inches?
Every inch is 2.
Every inch is 2.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm just going to do this.
6. That's it.
So that's 12.
Yep. And you only
I got
had
one more
13,
inch,
so
right?
you can go another half inch.
Half? Okay.
Yep. There they are.
Got to get every half inch I can out of
No,
this.
now that I thought about it, I went, yeah, that's fair.
Squeezing it out.
And these lads, my exit point's right here, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
This-
yeah, you're right behind it. Did they get off? Did they get away?
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
out.
long gone. Okay, put them over here, please.
Uh-huh.
As successful escapees. Left the goblins to die. All right.
It's a choice.
Okay, so they got a choice of either trying to blow off the shaken or
Move.
move, right?
Mm-hmm.
And movement's not impeded,
Not affected.
right?
Yeah, we're gonna be good with that shaken thing, sir. Honestly.
That's it. That's all I can move. Everybody else is in combat.
No missile combat, so we got melee. Man, people are talking out there.
We were up to 14 viewers for a little while.
I
too.
know it's nuts. Flavin doesn't walk; he is carried by undead hamsters. Hethwill, I just want to be able to say in that Sean Bean voice, they've taken the little ones once the goblins start getting dragged away by the ghouls.
There's got to be an audio clip out there that we can play.
They've taken the little ones. Oh, that's delightful. And by the way, also a little bit horrifying. Do you want to do any magic? Because magic is actually next.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
I know what you want to do.
The hammer.
Yeah. Oh, you want a hammer? Because you're going to need LOS for the hammer in a 3-inch range.
I think I have it.
To who?
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I guess I do need to do the chant then.
Yeah, I figured you'd chant, to be honest. Because
Man,
now, as long as you're
I'm just thrilled by the
concentrating
idea.
on this unit, you're up to a D12 with these guys, which is going to be nasty.
I just like the concept of a spiritual hammer.
I understand. All right, so Flavin the Perplexed is now chanting.
Okay.
Oh, he causes awe. Everybody sees him and goes, aw. So, causing awe as he is, these guys are now going to... Now, melee is, obviously, simultaneous. So you're going to get, for your skeletal cavalry, you're going to get 4d12 to start with. So let's count those hits.
Okay.
And it's going to be against this chart. You're rolling... The higher you can roll, the better.
Okay. So 4.
4d12, yep.
All right.
Ooh. How many 4 and 5s?
1, 5,
How many 6 through 9?
3.
Okay, that's everything. That's 7 hits. So we'll take those right off the back. And then, because I think they're only just... Yeah, they only have 1 hit.
Oh, I thought I got to roll armor to...
Oh, that's... Why am I half an idiot? Thank you, Mike. 7d10, you need to roll an 8 or better.
You
Saved
said
1.
7 or better?
Yep.
Oh,
8 or better.
8 or better. Saved 1.
Yep.
Which is not horrible. Now we come in with the skeletons. 4 of them. Those are D6s. 4d6. So 4d6. Dude, reckon things. That's
4
4
and 2
hits.
5s.
That is 4 hits, Mike. Again, 4d10. You got to roll better than an 8. 8 or better. 8 or better.
Nothing.
None. 4 more hits. Now you come back. You're going to split this up. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 against the skeletons. So against the skeletons, you are rolling 4d6.
A 2, a 3, and 2 4s.
2 4s is 2 hits. So Achilles, roll 2d10, and you're going to need a 8 or better.
2? Okay.
2d10, yeah.
Nope.
2 dead. And now against these boys, 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I see. Again, 4d6. That's 2
A
more.
2,
Is
a
it
3,
2 more?
and 2 hit. Yeah, a 5 and a 6.
That's actually, no. How many 4s and 5s?
4s and 5s, 1.
And 1 6, right?
Yes.
So that's 3 hits. Unfortunately for UOJ, these are skeleton cavalry, so they've got the same 8. Wow, 3 hits on an 8.
Yep.
Achilles. So 3d10.
D10.
3d10, looking to get an 8 or better. 1.
Got
That's
1.
That's 1 kill. All right, so that's the net result of the combat. Let me clear off the gobos.
Shouldn't it? Oh, these are 2 hit apiece, aren't they?
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's why.
Everybody clears off. Obviously, the undead do not have to check. The goblins do. They're having an awful day right now. 6 of them means they're down below 50%. So we go here to the morale triggers. They have to make a check. They don't have a full rank. They are shaken, so that's a -1, a -3 because they're at 50%. Yeah, that's it. So they're at a net -3. OJ 2d10, and they are going to need a 14 or better.
Nope.
Or less,
Did not
sorry,
do
8 or less. That's what I meant.
Oh.
So they actually
They rolled an
switched.
11.
They switched from shaken to routed. Oh no, they go back 4 inches, and now they check again. This is what we screwed up when we played last time. They go back 4 inches, and now they check again, and they need an 8. They need to roll below an 8.
Got it.
They do. Wow, that is remarkable. So they remain shaken. Yeah. My goodness. We'll see what happens. So there's this and there's this. I wonder the 2 of you or not. All right. So he's still chanting. That's it. That everybody?
Nope.
Well, we got this one.
Oh
Carter.
yeah, my goodness. Yeah. So we got what? 2 skeletons in contact.
Well, it's only one stand. It's
Yeah,
hard
no,
to
I
squeeze a lot
understand.
more
I
in
mean,
there.
yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah.
Good overlap.
2 skeletons. Unfortunately, you don't because you don't have a formation. So
That's
it's
true.
2 to 1, but it's still 2d6.
Okay.
Oh,
Excellent.
4 hits on Turn the Belligerent. He's got an armor. He's got an armor though of 6. So 2d10, looking for 6 or better.
Is it 2d10 or 2d12?
2d10. This is his armor.
Oh. What's he need?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he needs 6s. He misses them both. So that puts
Piston
2 hits
boat.
on him.
Yep.
He has 5. He now comes back with 2d12.
I am a little lost.
Go
Wow.
8 hits. 8. We'll talk about that in a sec.
12.
We'll figure out that's 8 hits. 8d10 Achilles. You're looking for 8s.
Okay, D10s, and I need 8 of them, right?
You're rolling 8d10. You want 8 on each of them. Yeah.
Okay.
2.
I got 2.
So 6. That turn the belligerent is not to be trifled with.
Apparently not.
So what was it that was
Okay,
opaque to you?
So I had 4 hits on him, and he missed with.
No, you. Oh, that's right. That's right. OJ, you got to roll 2 more.
Okay. That was on 2d10.
2d10, yeah.
6
Got
and a
them both.
7.
That time you
Okay.
got them both.
All right.
Because he has an armor of 6. The only thing the skeletons got going for him in that particular fight is that they don't have morale.
Morale. Yeah. It's the advantage of the undead.
Yeah. So that fight continues. Does he have to make a morale check? No, he does not. He does not. There is no +10 claymore. All right. Anybody else got a fight they want to do? Anybody else? We're done? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. OJ, do you want to declare any charges?
Can these goblins hit
No,
these?
they can't charge
skeletons?
because they are shaken.
Because they're shaken. So no,
Any-
I don't. I don't have any.
doesn't have any to declare.
Yeah, I see that.
Right.
So be it. All right, then. 1d10. Low die has initiative.
There you go.
1d10.
Give it back to you again, Achilles.
Oh, I can beat that. Don't you worry.
You were trying to put a whammy on him. Don't you lie.
Oh, that's
See?
right.
Told you, get him to waste that 1 here.
Now, one thing you can do here
Mhm.
is expand the flanks. You can shoot as many guys as can move there around the side.
Okay.
So you can basically swarm him, is the point.
So let's see how that looks. Sort of like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they got buckets of moves, so. I mean, I'm going to be better with just putting 2 more over here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do that then.
Othern.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll just move these guys up. Yeah.
I'm delighted by the fact that they have arrows in their heads.
Well, we know how they died then. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
All right. I believe these guys should be able to get right to them again. Bonk.
Problem is you're going to lose the chant here because he can no longer concentrate. But
Ah, well. Everything comes with a cost. However, What was the distance he needed?
3 inches.
It was 3 inches. Yeah,
You're just determined to throw spiritual hammers around, aren't you?
I am. If I can do it, if I can get close enough. Let's see, which way is going to give me a better chance?
I don't know. I mean, an individual sword, that's hard to say.
That's going to get him within 3 inches. Okay, I think I moved everybody.
Mike.
All right. And these goblins can't advance because they're shaken, so they can only
They can,
retreat
yeah, they
backward.
cannot come
Well,
into
they can-
contact with the front of an enemy.
Right. But they could come up here and hit the skeleton on the side, right?
Yeah, they could. No pre-measuring.
I was
Shame
trying to
on
measure.
you,
I was
Mike.
trying to look at the angle. That's the only thing I was looking at.
I know it was. I was kidding because I know that
At-
you're
that
easily
distance.
in range.
Yeah, exactly. At that distance, it made no difference. So.
All right, we'll go blunt.
That's all right. You bring them up here so that I can hit them.
These zombies are going to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Guys are just going off the board.
All
You're
right,
outta
put them in
here.
the safety zone right there. Good deal. I think that's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, which one do you want to do first? Achilles?
Yeah, let's start out on the right, my right over
All
here.
right. So it's now they're a scant D10. Oh, I take it back, and you can do the same thing with these. Oh no, that's right. You weren't in contact. Never mind. So it's 4D10.
Okay. And what does that spiritual hammer thingy do?
Oh, you can do it. Look at the,
Yeah.
That's it right there. Why don't we do that first? Because it amuses me. 1D6.
All right.
Just whipping a hammer. Spiritual variety.
2.
Miss, apparently.
Crap.
No spiritual
shame.
hammer for you.
So disappointing.
Flavin the
All right.
Perplexed attempts to wield his spiritual hammer and fails.
Yeah.
4D10.
4d10. Okay. All I got was a 4 and a 9.
1, 2, 3. So Mike 3 hits. 3D10. You need 6s or 8s. 8s. You need 8s.
2 saves.
Look at you. And now the skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skeletons roll 4d6.
2 4s.
2, 3, 4, 4. That's 2.
One save.
All right. Start over here for you, Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4 goblins with spears. 8, yeah, 4d6.
4 misses.
Oof. Apparently didn't see him. 4d6 again.
More like fear. Oh, 1
Ooh, that's
5
better.
1 6.
3. And unfortunately, that's against the skeletons who don't like that none. That's a 3d10. You need 8s.
Okay.
Nothing.
Oh, I didn't get a single one.
So I don't think. Unfortunately, in some respects, for those goblins, I don't think they have to check.
They're at 50%. Exactly right now.
That's a modifier though. Triggers. That's what I wanted. Because you didn't take 4 casualties. Oh, for each lost figure thereafter. Yes, you do have to check. So you're shaken, and it's so that's a -3. So, yeah, we're back at 8.
Got it.
Yeah, you stay in the fight. Sorry, almost.
Unfortunately,
I think I regret that on your behalf.
I do too.
All right, now we'll do these skeletons. I assume we'll start with that.
Yes.
You got 1,
So
2,
I'll-
3,
I think
4, 5, 6 of them. Yeah, that's 6 of them on turn the belligerent. So that's 6. That is 66. Oh
Killed him.
no, you didn't necessarily
6.
kill him, but that's still a lot of hits. That was 2 4s and 4 6s, right?
Yep.
2, 8, 10. No. 2. Yeah, 10. 10 hits. So that's 10d10, Mike. You need 6s to cover.
Three hits got through.
Oh, that is exactly how many points turn the belligerent has.
Or turn.
Not turn the belligerent.
He died gloriously, though. Look how many
Oh,
of
he
my guys
did.
he's
He
gonna
died in a
take out.
swarm of skeleton crazy people.
Not only that,
He
look
does,
how
of
many of
course,
them
get
he's
to
killed.
attack. Both of them are going against those skeletons. So we'll give the goblins, they get 1, 2, so that's, Mike, that's 2d6 for your goblins.
Two 4s.
That's 2 hits. So the skeletons check 2d10 against an 8.
Oops. Okay. 2d10.
1.
I saved one.
And then turn, before he dies, he throws 2d12.
An 11 and a 7.
Ooh, that sounds like it might be some damage. 5 hits against those skeletons. He went down swinging.
Like a good Viking warrior there.
Yeah, no kidding. 5d10 against an 8. Took 3
Saved
more.
2.
So I'll let you reconfigure them in their next movement, Achilles,
Okay.
So that they, they have their proper
They're a
width
mob.
and depth.
They're a mob anyway.
Yeah, they're and they're not a particularly strong mob either, to be honest.
Oh well.
All right. I think that's all we wrote. So we head to the next turn. No charges anywhere. Nope. Initiative.
Okay. So 1d10, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most confusing. Oh, another one.
Achilles, you're up again.
Let's see. Well, these guys are all in contact, so I don't have to do anything with them. However, I could. Can I swing these
Yep. Mm-hmm.
rear cavalry around?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Well, let's probably get Flavian out of the way first.
No, Flavin.
Flavin. Since you can't throw the spiritual hammer again, so all right. So I just swing them around.
Yep. Exactly like that. Just move into contact. There
Okay.
you go.
Sweet. All right.
Can he do the same thing with the skeletons there?
Yes.
I thought. Not that I'm encouraging him to hit my flanks and envelop me, but he could.
So yeah, you can swing these guys out, Achilles. Like this.
When it comes to, I need to do this correctly here. If I want to turn these guys so they're going to be hitting.
They don't have a formation, so they just kind of, they just wheel them, and it cost, they don't really wheel, but they just pay that distance. So that's 4.
Okay.
They turn in place,
Yeah.
so to speak. Brains. They're gonna be so disappointed.
Those are
with your
ghouls,
brains.
so
Yeah. They're gonna be so disappointed.
Doesn't taste like chicken.
Doesn't taste like chicken. Yeah, orc brains, quite the delicacy. They're going to be so mad.
Okay. And now figuring out these guys over here.
They're taking the goblins to Flavengard. That's wonderful. Thank you, Heth.
Okay. So that's 3.
And just remember, you
then-
got to reconfigure these guys.
Okay. That's 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would be 11.
Yep.
Okay. So they only have 1 more inch.
There you go.
Okay. And put these guys back. Could I just turn them? Like right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see why not. Yeah, you're going to have to move this guy somewhere, though.
Yeah. Just put him back in.
The problem
The
is, though, you've got to
non-existent
you've got to reconfigure your frontage. Remember?
Ah, yeah. Okay. How do I do that?
Well, what do you got?
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to have to go 3 by 2.
3 by... Okay. Let's just do that. I think they're probably just going to have to go like
I think
this.
that's best.
Okay. And over on this side over here,
I give those goblins credit. They haven't bolted. I would have. You all saw, by the way, that Greenland and Canada have come to peace over Ellesmere Island.
That would have been a heck of a naval fight.
Well, it was this rock sitting between Denmark and Canada. It was a 1.3 kilometer rock that they disputed, and their navies would every now and then a group of Danish sailors would come in and leave booze and claim the island for theirs. And then a group of Canadian sailors would come in, take the booze, leave their booze, and to claim it for Canada. They made war like this for 8 years or something like that.
that's the way all wars should be made.
I
just
think,
leaving
I think
booze
they,
for the other side.
Works for me.
and what happened to this captured booze? I wonder.
Well, no, they drank it. That's very
I
clear.
know.
That's very clear. I'll ask hey, you're the sailor in the room, for God's sake.
That's
The
right.
U.S. Navy is dry.
Yeah.
Criminy. They're dry and don't allow beards anymore.
Ugh.
Haven't allowed beards since the 70s.
So, all right, we got Achilles. Yeah, because well, you got anybody you can move, Mike?
Nope.
You
Well,
can't.
I
Now,
can't-
let's talk about this, because this is a thing. I don't know if you want to do it, but it is an option. A fighting withdrawal. I don't know as it's going to do you any good, but let me look it up. Just because I wanted to see it anyway.
Got a battalion commander. If we did well
the
on
unit
the
moves
gunnery
4
range,
inches directly backwards. It keeps its same facing. It cannot come into another enemy. Contact with another enemy as it moves. If you do this... Oh, never mind. Yeah, if you had done this during your movement step, Mike, you just get to break away and pull that short distance back, because then he could charge you. Because you're doing it in your second movement step, Achilles had the first, all enemy figures within the withdrawing unit are allowed to make a normal attack. And the withdrawing figures cannot themselves attack.
All right. So we want to try and do that probably.
You wish to do that. All right, because he will get to attack you, but you don't get to hit him back. Just saying.
Well, I don't know that. Well,
yeah, you're giving up your ability to knock any of my guys out.
yeah. We'll just stand and fight.
Yeah, you could do it, but I just think that probably long term for the forces of whatever happened to Turn or whoever succeeds him, it's going to be better that you actually hurt some of these guys.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So, okay, here we go. Which one do you want, Achilles?
We'll start on the right again.
All right. Well, this is a whole lot now. 1, 2. Now this is going to be. Is that where that bonus comes in? I think it is. La 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 la. No. Look here, silly. Talking to myself. Yeah, it hits his AR. Okay, very good. Achilles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 D10. 6 D10.
Okay.
5, 5, 6, 9 is what it is.
5, 6, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total hits. OJ, unfortunately, because you're flanked, you need 10s. 6 for 10s.
D10, right?
Yep.
Sorry, 6 dice.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Oh, look at you. All right. 1, 2. Actually, I'll take guys off the back. 1.
Be those 4 plus 1.
3, 4, 5, I guess. And then the skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5d6. One.
Only 1.
Or is that a 2? That's 1. And he covers it. He covers
nice.
it. Wow. That's pretty remarkable. Comes back with 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll
12.
come back over here. 4 against the horse. That's 4d6.
A 1, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
That's 4 hits. 4 hits against AR of 8.
So these are D10s and I roll 4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
2.
Cover 2.
Cover
That's
2.
But that's another kill. See, that's the, Those are nicks. Those are undoubtedly nicks.
Yeah. He's going to run out of guys before I do, though.
That's also true. you have noticed that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4d6 against the skeletons.
A terrible arithmetic.
2 hits.
It's that should be 4, I think. Nope. 2. Just 2. But those are skeletons, so 2 hits against AR of 8.
Okay.
Nothing.
Oh.
2 more dead. Goblins check again. I don't think anything's changed. They still need that. They're -3, so they still need an 8 or less.
Run away, run away.
Now they go back 4 inches and roll again.
You want to clear off the dead first?
Yeah, I think I better do that. They go 2 more inches.
Finish moving them. And rolled an 11.
All right,
So
now they become routed.
Okay.
And because they are routed, that's the other thing I forgot, was to get the really nice route chart in here. It has lost all its will to fight. Okay. That's what I thought. So bottom line, instead of moving, and this unit now faces the wrong way. Instead of moving, this unit will now automatically make a morale check. And if it fails it, it will make a route move attempting to leave off the battlefield in the obvious direction. All right, over here.
Okay.
These are, oh, those are those ghouls. Unfortunately, the
Yes.
paralysis won't hit because these things only have one hit. So we'll do, these are all, the zombies, you get to hit them first, Mike. But these guys are on the flank. So we'll take the skeletons first. We'll take the skeletons first.
Okay.
Skeletons get one guy, so that's a 1d6.
Missed.
Nope. Then we'll do your ghouls over here on the right.
Okay.
They are a D8. Wow, they're a D8.
Interesting. And it's just one, right?
One, right? Mm-hmm. Only one in
Okay.
contact.
Oh, that sucked.
Okay. Not potent as far as that goes.
Yeah.
So now you, Mike, get to go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against his zombies. 6. Yeah, that's 66. Yep, 66. One,
4 hits.
2, 3, 4. 4 hits. Zombies are a AR of 9.
AR9.
Yeah. So 4 hits for 9s.
On D10.
Yeah, it's all D10.
Oh. Crap. Sorry. I didn't mean to roll that.
Let's give us 4
Okay.
D10s and you'll be good. 9's 1, so
Hey.
3 get through.
Yeah.
Now the zombies go, because remember they go second. 4d6? No, 4d8. Youch. 4d8. One, two, three, 4, I believe. Yep. So Mike, that is 4d10 looking for 8s.
1.
1. It's 3 dead. Now, Mike, you get to hit back 1d6 against the 1d6 against the ghouls.
4.
It's 1 hit. Ghouls have an AR of 8. They block
There
it.
you go.
And over here, these skeletons, you get to hit them, Mike. That guy right there does, anyway. 1 die.
Missed.
Nothing. All right. Obviously, the undead doesn't check. The goblins do, because that was their first damage. They are already shaken, which is a -1. They need a 10 or less.
They're
On
at
the
10.
numbers. They're gonna
Nice
be
roll.
they're gonna be sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna like that much. All right. Well, we're getting close to done here, kids. Yeah, let's do our initiative checks since I don't think anybody can charge. So 1d10.
1.
Oh, you go
8.
first.
All right. So what's the routed guys do? They just
All right, he's
keep
got to make a
running?
check. If he fails it, he makes a route move.
All right. 2d6 or 2d10.
2d10. Yeah, he needs an 8.
Missed.
All right, so that's a route move, which is straight back, as straight as can be, ignoring terrain. So he gets to move 6.
All right. And can these goblins move, or they
No.
can't move out of contact?
They're in contact. The only thing they can do is that they can do that withdrawal that we talked about. It's 4 inches straight back.
But they
And
don't
you probably, in this
combat.
instance, you want to do it because it's in your first move, and he's going to attack you anyway, and it prevents him from wrapping you.
Yeah, but I'm only going to get 4 inches. His ghouls
True.
get 9, and his skeletons get 12 moves, so they're still not going to have.
Oh, they're going to
rapid.
hit you. Yeah, but you'll be 4 inches further back. That's up to you.
Because I can't turn my flanks to face out, can I?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can turn any figure to face.
So it won't be a flank attack anymore.
Correct.
Or at least.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So real quick, Jim, what is the 2 different ADs, the range on the
They have
goblin
spears. They have thrown missiles.
Okay.
But the unit has people in contact, so they can't use them.
All right, let's try and just do a fighting fallback.
All right, so you do want to fall back 4 inches?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab him.
Okay.
All right, Achilles, your move.
All right. Let's see how's this going.
These poor bastard goblins. I can't even. Well, we said it was a fighting withdrawal, didn't we?
Bonk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, over here, we got a little trickier situation.
Yes.
My guys are going to get slowed up by the terrain.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hit the wrong button. Okay. 4. Oops. 8.
They gather around the gobos like halflings around a sandwich.
Okay, so when I hit this point here,
Yep.
where the elevation is, that cost me 2, right?
It costs you 2 to climb the elevation, yes?
So that's 9.7.
Mm-hmm. And then once you're on it, it costs you 2 inches to run along the top. Anywhere you get to the top of that hill, that's considered wooded.
If I'm running along the edge of it?
Yeah, you're going to be here, though, unfortunately, because of dude. How much movement you got?
I have 15 total. I've used
just doing
10.9.
You can hit him.
Okay.
Just barely, but you can do it.
All right.
That's
And
good.
oops. Now this guy. Oop. He's got to catch up with the rest of his fellows here.
No, he just sort of conforms behind you. Flavin.
Flavin, he's trying to keep
why he's
up.
Perplexed.
Where's everybody going? Okay, that's everybody.
All right. Which one do you want?
We'll start on the right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4d10. That was subpar.
Not a good roll. Yeah.
That's only 2 hits, but howsomever, Yeah, he can't block it. Because it's a +4 for a rear attack. So, you hit him for 2, you say?
Yeah.
Obviously, he can't hit you back. He is already routed. What happens to a routed guy? What happens to a routed guy?
Run away faster.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just going to be more route movement, which actually might be to his great benefit.
Yeah, probably get those guys off the field
I don't
or
think
pretty
it'll
close
get him
to it.
there. Oh! Well, we'll find out. Mike, check it. You're going to need a... Well, let's see what you roll. See if I got to check. 2D.
Nope.
No.
You don't need to roll.
Wait, though. Wait, though. That actually could be worse. Because, what's your morale?
11.
11. Okay. You are routed, which drops you to a 9. You have lost more than half, which drops you to a 7. What did you roll? A 14?
Yes.
That is what they call a catastrophic failure. If you miss it by more than 7, it is a catastrophic failure. Which,
Well, no, that's not more than 7. That's only 7.
I'm sorry. If it's 7 or more, I apologize.
Okay.
If you fail it by 7.
Nice try, Mike.
Only correcting you.
No,
I'm only
that's
correcting him because
fair.
of his math.
That's
Because of
a
his
fair
math skills.
thing. But that the catastrophic failure only results in a rout, and that route. So let's find out.
Well,
Is
he's
it in
already
fact-
routed.
Nope,
What
doesn't
good
get
did
him
that do me?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
It doesn't get him off the table. I already checked.
Are you serious? Oh, I thought for sure we
5.6
couldn't get
has
him out.
0.4 left. Yeah, it does. They're gone.
Oh, it does? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So routed and off the
They are
table.
gone.
We
Now,
gotta make sure
routed
routed
is
marker
not
stays with
as
him because that-
advantageous from a victory point perspective. But
Right. That's what I'm saying. We have to leave the routed marker with him because of
yeah,
that.
that's why.
Yeah,
All
make
right,
sure we
so
got that
he's
upgrade.
gone.
Yep.
And does not get to attack back, so we knew that. All right, over here. Ooh, ghoul. Oh, these ghouls have joined the fray, haven't they?
They have.
1, 2. That's 3 ghouls. 3d8.
All right.
Actually, stop 1 second, Achilles, if you haven't rolled it yet.
Okay. I
'Cause I
haven't.
think your zombies are... Oh, the zombies get to attack first. So yeah, 3d8.
Okay.
That's a little better.
5 and a 7.
I believe that's... Yes, 3. So Mike, you want to check on a 3?
Yeah, just a second. BD10, right?
Yep.
1 save.
Over here on the left, we got a skeleton. 1d6.
Nope, missed.
And Mike, you get to go 1, 2... No, he's engaged. 1, 2, 3,
Do I?
4.
Because I was doing a fighting retreat.
No, because you did it in your turn, you get to hit him.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, if I had gone first and you done it, then you
He'd
don't
get that cheap
back.
attack.
All right.
But because you
Gotcha.
won initiative,
All right.
you get to go. So you got 5 of these goblins with spears that can attack the zombies first. 5.
Two threes,
That
two
reads like
fives.
2 to me?
Yep.
Yep, 2. Zombies are 8s.
Okay.
9s. They're slow.
Yeah, they're not good. Yeah.
2.
No, not quite.
All right, zombies come back with 1, 2, 3, 4 d8.
Oh,
Two.
darn.
That's 2, Mike.
No saves, I don't
Nope.
think.
Now the goblin on the edge here gets 2. No, we already counted him, so he gets 1.
Miss.
Nothing. And these guys are going to get 2 against the ghouls.
1 hit.
1 hit. 1 hit against the ghouls. That's armor of 8. Oh, clears it. They took 4 or more casualties this turn, did the goblins, so they do have to check. They are not at 50%, so it's a straight morale check at... Oh, that's a fail. So they will do a
What does the paralysis do?
If the figures you were attacking had more than 1 hit, anybody that they hit and didn't kill would be paralyzed.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Mike, please check again.
Failed.
Another fail. Now they rout. And do a rout move.
Mike's going to route his way to victory.
I think he's actually going to win
Probably
this, but
not.
it's going to be very expensive. Can you catch him? Even if
Yeah, you
you
can't
can't.
actually.
No.
Your skeleton's got a 12 in the
Yeah, the
ghouls have a
skeletons would
move
be
of
the only
9.
ones that could catch him.
So
Maybe.
it really comes down to initiative.
Yeah, let's just do initiative real quick. D10.
Yeah, the skeletons could catch him.
I got a 2.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, you've rolled a
Think you're
1
gonna get-
before.
You've rolled.
Yeah.
I was going to say. And no.
And
You
not
rolled
this-
3
All right,
ones
so
in a
these
row.
boys get off routed. So let's talk. That's the that is end game. That is
There's nobody left to fight.
that is that. Wow, that's quite the thing. So let's go back to our results. What are the things we know? Side A, that's you, Mike. You get 2 victory points for each unit or character who exits the table via 2 and 3 in an organized fashion.
That's 4 points.
Let me get out a note card. I don't know if we've ever used this very much.
Nope. Calculator may be better.
Well, it's the math isn't that complicated.
So we say.
You
It's
fun.
okay. Achilles and I will help you through it.
Please
Yeah.
do. Please freaking do. So we're
Where's
gonna
Velcro
we'll
when we
start with
need
the orcs. So you're gonna get 2. So you got a total of 4 there.
What's that now?
You got 2 units that got off in good order, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the
4
wargs
points.
and the warg riders.
How many exited while How many got off? Well, while routed, you get nothing.
Right.
how many
That's all
were-
I got left. That's it.
That's it.
All right, so you got 4 points. B, you get 2. Did you destroy any of his units?
His leader. Does that count?
Yes. Yes, that counts. That is 2 points.
Okay.
How many of his units did you rout off the table?
The goblins with spears and the goblins with spears.
That is a total of 2 because you routed them off. So you didn't kill.
That's
another
4 to
unit?
4.
It is a tie. We
Yeah.
have a bloody draw.
4 to 4. And the dead don't count for anything on either side, right?
Well, now we have to go in and do the other thing you always do in these games. He actually has rules here, which is really cool. I like it for determining how many guys are really dead.
No.
All right.
All of mine,
So let's see
since they're
here.
undead.
We're gonna be rolling a D8 for each unit. Mike, let's start with you. I think that makes the most sense.
All right.
We gotta do it. It's this, and Mike, you'll be familiar with this. This is a lot like the situation in Chain of Command. They use a very similar table.
All right.
Your goblins, I believe, came in units of 20, correct?
No.
Or do I have to look that up?
2, 3. 24.
24. Okay. So how many guys
Yeah,
did
pretty
this
sure
unit
20, yeah.
lose?
7.
17. All right. Roll 7d8. Two of those 7 are gone for good. How many 1 through 4 did you get back? How many 1 to 4s did you roll?
2, 3, 4. 4. So 3 are
And
gone
how
for
many
good.
5s and 6s did you roll?
1.
So this fella, he's injured. He'll be back, but
All
not
right.
next game. This is who's coming back next game.
All right.
And the other guys are dead for good. All right. Let's go to your next group here. Ooh, these guys took a punching.
19.
Ugh.
Lost
19. So 19d8.
Dice fountain.
Dice fountain.
All right. So 2 8s and 2 7s.
2 8s, 2 7s. So this unit may not be back for a bit.
Oh, aren't the 8s and 7s permanent?
7s and 8s are the good thing.
Oh, wait a minute though. Wait. You did that the opposite last time.
No, I didn't.
I thought you
Are
asked
you
me how many
sure?
1s through 4s I had, and
And
you
those
put-
guys are.
and you
Oh,
put
that's
4 figures.
that's right. I did get that wrong. How many 1s to 4s? You're right. How many 1 to 4s?
All right, 1 to 4s.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, that's good. 5. That's who's back. Look at that. How cool. How many 5s and 6s?
6.
A lot of injured dudes.
You're then the shaken marker.
I'm actually just stacking them up behind like that.
Okay.
So I'm going to save all this once we're all done. So that's them.
Yep.
That's them. Obviously, those guys are all alive. Those guys are all alive. And then the other guys were the ones that never showed up in the battle in the first place. And finally, what happened to the big dog?
What do I need to roll for him?
1d8.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was something special. 1.
He just ran away. So he's back. Let's see if people are yelling. No, the only yeah. Well, good on you. That but Purple Druid, he captured 2 and routed 2. He captured 1 guy and routed 2 for a total of 4, no? The guy who wrote the scenario is watching us, so he's asking questions, which seems fair.
Ah.
All right, skeletons. How many skeletons did you start with, Achilles?
I have no earthly idea.
Okay.
Are you talking about Purple's comment about the leader just captured?
Yeah. Because I was
For a
pretty
total of 6.
sure. I was pretty sure we calculated that you route. Well, we know it. We can see it right here. You routed this guy.
Right.
And routed this guy.
Both.
Yeah.
Those guys both
And
routed
that
off
was-
the table, and I thought that was a basis.
And allegedly killed that guy.
But what Purple's saying though is that he's captured, and that's another 2 victory points for a total of 6.
It's 1
Oh.
VP for each unit of side A which leaves the table while routed. That's 1 each. Any character models defeated by either side are counted as captured and are worth 2. That's 4.
Gotcha. Okay. I think he must have been thinking. He might be thinking that it was 2 points for the each routed unit, maybe. And Ian's upset. He's putting his spade away.
I know. I'm sorry. He was just captured.
I'm not Ian. Ian, I'm not sorry.
He is conspicuously unsorry. Okay, so do I need to... I'm going to save this. I'll go fish out your totals. And you had... Yeah, we need to fish out your totals. Okay, so that's a good note for me for the future. I need to keep better track. Did you lose any ghouls?
No.
I didn't think so. The ghouls are intact. You lost
Zombies lost 3.
But you lost how many?
3.
I think you lost more than that.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah, you may be right. I'm sorry. I was thinking they were in their ranks.
No,
But
no. All right, I'm going to save
There may
this
have been
real
another
quick.
rank.
I'm going to save this real quick.
So
And we'll
that would
pop
actually
it in and
be
we'll
7.
take a look here. Got that.
Yeah, I think there were 4 rows of them or something.
Here they are. All right. So the zombies came in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They came in 18. 18 zombies. You did not get all your cavalry because that's how you paid for your
Right.
your overage. We'll check that real quick, but they were originally 12. Yeah. And then your skeletons are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 16. Your skeletons are in 16s.
Okay.
All right, 16 skeletons. Roll the
And
you
there
got
appear
10
to
there, so
be
10d8, please.
6.
10d8.
Okay, 10d8. Oops. Okay, 1, 1, 4. Then a bunch of 5s, 6s, 7s, and 8s.
All right, so gotta go to this. There we go. How many 1 to 4s?
3.
How many 5, 6s?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody else is dead. Okay. That's what that looks like. The other skeletons. Your base number was how many again?
16.
16. Because it was your zombies. Yeah,
So
your zombies
7.
were 18. Yeah. So 7. Yeah, 78.
Okay, this time we have 1 to 4s. We have 3.
Okay. Okay, good.
And 5s and 6s, we have 1.
So the skeletons took a pounding, no doubt about it.
They're kind of fragile.
They are. They're very well. They're you might even call them brittle. Heyo. How many zombies? We had 18. You now have 12, 13, 5 dead.
So 5 8s. Let's see. We have 2 1 to 4s.
2 1-4s.
2 5-6s. And 1 8.
That's not terrible. And finally, your horses.
There
You
were
had 5.
12
there were
originally.
5 of them held out of the battle. And you
Right,
started
and there were
with
12
12
originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you only lost 1, 2, 3, 4. You lost 2.
One 1 1 6.
All right. So those guys will all be back. So I'm putting the 1 back right away.
And Flavin the Perplexed is
He's
still perplexed, but
fighting for him. All right, there it is. So let me go out here and read the man himself's comments here.
He agrees with us.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we have a tie, a bloody draw. Well done, guys, considering you've never played Battlesystem before. That's awesome. So we now have our results, and my obligation is to grab some of these images and post them to I have to post in AAR, which I'm going to do. I have a plan for that as well, given trying to give it a little narrative. Thanks so much to both Achilles and OJ for stopping by and giving this a shot. And I hope you might consider showing around again when perhaps once again turn the belligerent and our guy, where'd he go? Where'd we put him? There he is. Flavin the Perplexed take the field. Obviously they'll have more troops on the orc side perhaps. Well, I guess it'll depend on the scenario. We'll find out. But let's go here.
we got it done in under 2 hours too.
Oh yeah, well under when you consider that you had to learn the rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a nice knockout battle. I think that's the intent of the man himself. I really appreciate you showing up. Just so you know, for those following along in the chat, I am addressing the Purple Druid presenting wargame culture. I think this is a wonderful idea. I think it's a lot of fun. Unless I'm doing a Tolkien battle, which is a special and separate thing, I love my fantasy battles to have a story. And I think a simple story like this, because it took me just a couple minutes to put the table together. Obviously, it took just a little while to fight the battle. And yet we got a pretty good narrative out of it. I think we all know what happened, especially the brave fight of Turn the Belligerent, which was certainly one of the highlights, as well as these other guys slowly scooching off the battlefield. So there it is. Thank you. So we had a nice crowd watching tonight. That was pretty cool. Glad you all enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you so much. Tomorrow, we will be back, for those who can make it, to play the second half of the Battle of Quatre Bras for LaSalle 2. We started playing it on Saturday night. I think it was at an exciting point when we broke, so I'm looking very much forward to that. We're at the halfway point. Check that out. And we have some other stuff coming up. My week has gotten a little weird because I have a funeral obligation to attend to. But we'll see. We're going to play it by ear as we go. But definitely we'll be here tomorrow. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. And until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon.